Hello everybody and welcome to another program review. This time I'm reviewing Brian's Alsruhe MASSBUILDER program. Brian Alsruhe, sorry for ruining your surname, is a YouTuber, and I will link his channel in the description and also put it up here somewhere, so you can check out his channel. And before we go on, I also made a review on some other programs like Calgary and Smolo, which will be in the description. So let's just start with the general overview of this program. I will go to this Excel here, and yeah, giant sets. This, if anyone knows Brian, you will know that he is a great enthusiast of using giant sets, and there are many benefits to using giant sets, and he explains it better than me. But just to make a few key points here, giant sets will save your time, will build your work capacity, and before I forget, what is a giant set? This just means that you do 3 or more exercises without resting in between. But in this specific case, in Brian's program, giant sets are structured like this. First, you do antagonistic mover to your main mover. For example, if today is a overhead press day, like here, you first do your antagonistic to push press. If push press is main, you push up, then the antagonistic is pull-ups, where you pull down. So this is what antagonistic means, and then after that you immediately do one ab variation, and then immediately you do something for your heart rate. In this case, I just put battle ropes, but it can be anything else. So the program is based, as you can already guess, on the 4 main muscle movers. So this is overhead press, bench press for upper body, and deadlift and squat for lower body. So it's 4 times a week, when each day is based on one of those. Then let's talk about how each day is structured. Each day is structured the same, and here is the general structure of the day. What this means: first you will have 3 strength giant sets, always 3, and each strength giant set is structured like this. So for example, like we already talked about overhead press, you will pick a variation of the overhead press. So for this example, we have push press here, and then you do antagonistic, main mover, ab, and heart rate. This will be the strength giant sets. Then for technique giant sets, also giant set form, you will pick the exercise that comes in pair with the strength giant set. So the pairs are like this. Overhead press is in pair with the bench, and squat is in pair with the deadlift. So for this example, we will do bench press in the technique. Then assistance. These are not in giant set forms, and these are, you can do your your normal assistance, or you can look it up for some Brian's ideas where assistance is done more creatively. But again, we will be hitting the same muscle as we did here in the strength. So in these two, in this example, we will be doing shoulders. And then finally, the last part of the workout is conditioning, very hard conditioning. There are many ideas and templates on Brian's channel. I would suggest you check them out, but this will make you want to quit, want to puke, and overall, if you succeed in doing it, it will make you a better person. Then one thing to mention, these strength sets are cycling, they are cycling between heavy, medium, and light. I will not show the entire structure here, but if you look at Brian's channel, which is in the description, he puts up the entire structure of how this cycles, so you will know how this goes. Sets and reps are also included. Technique sets also cycled on 10 times 3, 5 times 5s, and 4 times 8, so you are never fully burned out by doing 2 heavy days in a row, but this cycling ensures that your body can rest. Okay, I think I hit most of the general overview. Now let's talk about what I specifically liked about this program. Here I wrote down a note for myself. You need to be very focused. What I mean by this: first, every rest is timed. For example, strength sets only have 90 seconds rest, and technique sets only have 60-second rest, and a lot of assistance and even some technique sets are timed. For example, at the top of every minute you need to do something, so you don't have time to look at the phone and talk to the fellow gym goers. You need to be focused and do your thing. What comes hand in hand with this is the fact that this program will be about 1 hour 15 and 1 hour 30 minutes long, so you will be done relatively quickly for the amount of work that you actually do. So this is what I mean by you have to be focused. Of course, the program is hard, and I think this is a good property of each program. Like you should become a better person for doing it and finishing it, because it pushes you physically and mentally to be better. And lastly, this program, you noticed, is called the MASSBUILDER, so it is a lot of volume, and for me this is nice, even though that I try to be like a strength athlete to increase my strength in the main 4 lifts. Getting some muscle is never a bad idea, so volume helps definitely. Now, before I jump into the actual example for the $25 version, which you can buy, so on Brian's channel there is a free template, but for those of you who would like, you can also buy the entire book, which is only $25, and then every program is structured like this here. I will only show the day 1 here, just to give you an example. Let's talk about what I disliked about this program, and there is just one thing that I disliked. So like I said, you saw on the notepad, and like we already talked about, in the strength giant sets you always do the variation of the main lift, so not the actual competition lift, but the variation. That variation is supposed to help you improve your weaknesses. So and what happens during the program, as you go to near the end, the volume decreases and the intensity increases, so you are hitting your doubles and singles at the highest intensity on the variations, but not really on competition lifts. Competition lifts are only in technique, but they are only, like I said, 10 times 3, 4 times 8, or 5 times 5, so you will not do any singles on your competition lifts. So for me, when I came to maxing this, I think it was a little bit maybe a mental problem, but it didn't really work very well for me, because I was just missing some preparation singles on my competition lifts, let's say. And okay, so of course I would recommend this program. I finished it just now, and now I'm going to another Brian's program, and I have to say, for myself, I really enjoyed this type of training. I enjoyed the giant sets. I enjoy my improved work capacity and the all-around athleticism that I gained from this program. So now let's just quickly look at the program here. Like I said, if you buy the $25 version, you will get an entire program laid out like this. So first we have 3 giant sets. In this case we are looking at squat day, so we first have, in this case, front squats or Zercher squats, and then you have your percentages, and then you have how many reps. Then of course the giant set continues. We will do immediately 10 squat jumps, then immediately 45-second plank, then immediately 8 burpee pull-ups, and then we have 90 seconds rest. And then we have set number 2, which you can see in this example, reps decreased a little bit while the intensity increased, and then the other 3 parts of the giant set stay the same. And then lastly, again, we have as many squats as possible on a little more intense, and we have a goal of reps to hit. Then for technique, like I said, squat is in pair with deadlift, so we are doing deadlifts in this case. So in this case we have 10 times 3 10 times 3 is always laid out at the top of every minute for 10 minutes in this program. So we will do 3 deadlifts at 55% of your 1 reps. Remember, this is a competition while the squat was variation. So this is the competition deadlift, and then for the remainder of the minute you do plank, and then when the minute hits a 12, then you go again, you do this for 10 minutes, you are cooked and you are done. Then we finally move to assistance. We have, again, in this case, at the top of every minute for 10 minutes, we just do 5 Bulgarian split squats on each leg, very hard. And then for conditioning, in this day we will have at the top of every minute for 8 minutes 2 dumbbell man makers, then immediately you rack them on the shoulders, and then you do squats for the remainder of the minute, and your goal is to reach 80 squats in 8 time minutes. So as you can see, the program has a lot of work, but if you follow these time constraints and you are focused, like I said, you will be done in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So again, I really suggest this program. I really loved it, and I will be moving on to some other programs made by Brian, so please check him out. If you like this video, please leave me a comment. Thank you all of you who watched this far, and especially thank you all of you who already watched and commented on my Calgary review. This is what inspired me to make this review here, and I hope that this video will also get the same attention as the Calgary got. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.